Step into the future of precision and power with the most dominant air rifles of 2026. Engineered to deliver unmatched performance for hunting, self-defense, and wildlife management. From the thunderous impact of big-bore PCP rifles to cutting-edge pre-charged pneumatic designs, these rifles are redefining what's possible without gunpowder. In this video, we rank the top performers, highlighting every spec, feature, and real-world capability you need to know before making a serious investment. Whether you're tracking game across rugged terrain, protecting your property, or testing the limits of air rifle engineering, this lineup shows exactly which rifles bring power, accuracy, and reliability to your hands. Let's dive in. AEA Zeus in .72 caliber dominates the pre-charged pneumatic world in 2026 as the world's most powerful air rifle, unleashing controlled force so extreme it pushes deep into territory once reserved for real firearms. It uses a single shot-side lever system built around a high-pressure air reservoir that fills to about 4,500 pounds per square inch, regulating that pressure to drive massive slugs with consistent power for true large game capability. The rifle supports an air capacity of up to 660 cubic centimeters in its longest 30-inch barrel configuration and reaches velocities up to 920 feet per second with 750 grain slugs. Barrel lengths include 18 inches, 24 inches and 30 inches, and weight ranges from about 9.5 pounds to roughly 11.5 pounds depending on the setup. Performance scales dramatically with barrel length. The 18-inch version delivers roughly 1,000 foot-pounds of energy, the 24-inch setup hits around 1,300 foot-pounds, and the 30-inch model reaches up to 1,500 foot-pounds with heavy .72 caliber slugs. A 500-grain projectile in the 30-inch build can be pushed past 1,000 feet per second for more than 1,200 foot-pounds of impact, while 750-grain slugs still strike with enormous momentum. The Zeus focuses everything into a single powerful shot per air charge. Shot count is low by design, but energy output is unmatched for a pneumatic rifle. Its bullpup-inspired layout keeps the rifle compact and balanced, and the straight-pull side lever keeps operations simple and dependable. All of that power arrives without gunpowder, without muzzle flash, and without the blast of a traditional firearm, giving hunters a quiet, hard-hitting option for large North American game. Its pricing in the United States generally falls between about $1,300 and $1,500 depending on barrel length and the chosen generation. Force Texan is the most powerful American-made big-bore pre-charged pneumatic air rifle, built on the Texan lineage to deliver stopping power that approaches traditional firearms without the noise, flash, or chemical burn of gunpowder. This single-shot, side-lever beast runs on a 500 cubic centimeter carbon fiber air tank that fills to a maximum of 4,500 pounds per square inch. It sends heavy .510 caliber slugs down a 34-inch Lothar-Walther rifled barrel, all inside a rifle that weighs about 7.05 pounds and stretches roughly 48.75 inches in length. The long barrel gives slugs maximum acceleration and rock-solid stability for deer-penetrating shots at distance. Performance is where the Texan hits legendary status. With heavy 620-grain projectiles, muzzle energy can push past 1,100 foot-pounds. Lighter slugs can crack up to 1,250 feet per second depending on weight and bias port tuning, bringing this rifle into the same conversation as powerful big-aim cartridges while still running on air. The bias port tuning system is one of its signature features. It lets you control how aggressively the rifle dumps air for each shot. Wide-open settings give you 1 or 2 maximum power hits per fill, while more moderate levels balance power and efficiency, often producing 4 to 5 hard-hitting shots with mid-weight slugs before the tank needs topping off. Comfort and control match the rifle's power. A Twistage adjustable trigger and automatic safety give you confident handling. Picatinny and 11mm dovetail rails allow you to mount optics or gear, and the Mlock forearm supports bipods or accessories needed for long-range work. Every part of the Tex-Rex is built in Texas with durability and field reliability in mind. Air Force Tex-Rex generally costs between $1,395 and $1,470. Hatsan Piledriver Big Bore PCP air rifle is built for shooters who want extreme air-powered authority packed into a compact bullpup profile that still delivers long barrel performance. It is engineered for large game hunting in 2026 and pushes big bore capability into true field-ready territory with serious power, precision, and shot stability. This single-shot, side-lever pre-charged pneumatic rifle is offered in pot 45, 50, and .62 calibers, giving hunters the freedom to choose the level of impact they need. It runs on a 480 cubic centimeter carbon fiber air reservoir that fills to roughly 4,350 pounds per square inch, feeding a 33-inch precision-rifled steel barrel built to maximize velocity and downrange energy. The bullpup design keeps overall length between 46.5 and 47 inches while preserving barrel length for stability and accuracy. Performance is heavy-hitting across every caliber. In the .45 configuration, it delivers more than 700 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, with heavy slugs reaching up to about 900 feet per second. The .50 version pushes beyond 800 foot-pounds with velocities near 850 feet per second. Even the massive .62 model maintains around 700 foot-pounds with speeds near 780 feet per second, depending on slug weight and shape. Shot count remains practical for hunting, giving roughly 4 to 6 shots in bot 45 and 3 to 5 shots in both BOFTD and bot 62, emphasizing maximum impact over volume. The rifle's ergonomics are tuned for real hunting scenarios. A synthetic bullpup stock with a thumbhole grip, adjustable cheek rest, and an angle plus elevation adjustable butt pad helps you lock in a comfortable firing position. A Twostage adjustable Quattro trigger provides a clean break for controlled precision, and the enlarged loading port accepts projectiles up to 34 mm long, supporting heavy slugs or saboted rounds. It is optic-ready, with a dual 11mm dovetail and Picatinny rail system, and additional accessory rails on the air cylinder allow secure mounting of bipods, lights, or other gear. In 2026, it typically retails between $1,000 and $1,200, depending on the caliber and retailer. Air Force Texan .510 caliber is a pre-charged pneumatic big-bore air rifle built for hunters who want serious stopping force, delivering air-powered authority that keeps it leading the American big-bore scene without stepping into gunpowder territory. It feeds a single slug through a side lever action that keeps the system simple and reliable while sending a powerful blast of compressed air into every shot. Its 500 cubic centimeter aluminum air tank fills to about 3,625 pounds per square inch, giving the rifle the pressure it needs to push .510 caliber projectiles close to 1,000 feet per second and generate roughly 800 foot-pounds of energy depending on tuning and slug weight. It handles ammunition from 350 grains all the way to 620 grains, letting shooters tune for either penetration or maximum expansion. Standard Texans usually deliver 3 to 5 consistent shots per fill, while Tex-Rex variants tuned for extreme force produce their highest 1,100 foot-pounds of power in 1 or 2 shots, at 4,500 pounds per square inch, with a carbon fiber tank. A 34-inch Lotha-Walther rifled barrel anchors the rifle's accuracy, stretching overall length to around 48 inches while keeping weight close to 8 pounds before optics. A Twostage adjustable trigger and manual safety help maintain tight control when sending heavy slugs downrange. The Picatinny scope rail supports full-size optics and accessories, giving hunters a clean, stable setup for long-range precision. Air Force Texan PCP air rifle line generally ranges in price from approximately $1,040 to over $1,400, depending on the model, caliber, and included features like a carbon fiber tank or sound suppression system. Umarex Hammer .50 caliber delivers practical big bore power with controlled shot regulation and true follow-up capability, giving hunters serious force and predictable performance without the slow single-load rhythm most extreme power pre-charged pneumatic rifles are stuck with. It fires .50 caliber slugs through a .510-inch bore, powered by a 24 cubic inch carbon fiber air tank filled to 4,500 pounds per square inch. Every shot is regulated to 3,000 pounds per square inch, which keeps velocity and energy consistent instead of dropping sharply after the first shot. With a 550 grain slug, the rifle reaches roughly 700 foot-pounds at about 760 feet per second. When switched to lighter projectiles, it can break into much higher speeds, sending 180 grain lead-free rounds to around 1,130 feet per second, and pushing 350 grain slugs past 900 feet per second. The Hammer stands apart because it does not trap hunters in the one-shot tandra fill cycle. A straight-pull bolt feeds a two-shot linear magazine that allows quick follow-ups while staying in position. From a full 4,500 pounds per square inch fill, most shooters get 3 full-power shots, and a fourth that stays near 90% power. Cocking remains smooth with light effort, and the trigger breaks cleanly at about 2.5 pounds. Its 30-inch precision-riffled German barrel drives accuracy, while the rifle's ergonomics keep it steady in real hunting terrain. A Magpul-style grip, Picatinny optic rail, Mlock accessory mounts, built-in pressure gauge, and a layered safety system keep the rifle secure and adaptable. The lights-out valve design anchors the rifle's consistent energy delivery, giving each shot the same regulated air release. In 2026, the Umarex Hammer .50 caliber typically retails between $850 and $1,150. Benjamin Bulldog .457 is a compact pre-charged pneumatic bullpup built for real field use, delivering the stopping power hunters need while shaping heavy big-bore force into a short, maneuverable profile that still hits hard on medium and large game. The rifle measures about 36.3 inches overall and carries a 28.5-inch Lothar-Walther rifled steel barrel, giving it the reach to stabilize big slugs while staying tight enough for dense cover, tree stands and stalking. Power comes from a 440 cubic centimeter air cylinder filled to 3,000 pounds per square inch, launching .457 caliber lead slugs up to roughly 760 feet per second. That translates to around 450 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, a level that makes ethical large animal performance achievable with proper shot placement and projectile choice. Multi-shot capability is one of the Bulldog's biggest advantages. A gravitized 3-round tray pairs with a reversible side lever action for smooth, ambidextrous cycling, so you can send controlled follow-ups without breaking position. This makes the rifle far more practical than single-load big bores when predators or large game require quick, confident second shots. Benjamin's sound trap shroud quiets the rifle's report without relying on heavy baffles, keeping the gun compact while reducing noise compared to unshrouded big bores. An extended 26-inch Picatinny rail gives you plenty of room to mount full-size optics. And the Matein threaded muzzle adapter lets you attach compatible devices for additional tuning and stability. Benjamin Bulldog .457 typically sells for around $999 to $1,100. Seneca Dragonclaw 2 .50 caliber is a big-bore pre-charged pneumatic air rifle built for hunting medium to large game, combining dual air tanks, versatile slug and air bolt capability, and reliable construction to deliver powerful, long-range stopping force while retaining the trusted feel of the original Dragonclaw. It runs on dual 500 cubic centimeter air reservoirs filled to 3,000 pounds per square inch, and its bolt-action single-shot layout keeps operations simple, dependable, and strong under pressure. The rifled steel barrel paired with the twin air chambers supports multiple projectile types, including .50 caliber round balls, heavy slugs, and Seneca air bolts. all with consistent accuracy and meaningful impact. Performance is impressive. 177 grain-round balls launch at roughly 860 feet per second, with several shots staying above 800 feet per second on a full fill. Seneca airbolts, carbon fiber arrows designed for .50 caliber, can reach 600 feet per second or more for deep penetration. Heavy 336 grain slugs produce around 340 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, offering solid knockdown power. Ergonomics and handling are built for practical, big-bore hunting. The hardwood Monte Carlo stock features a raised cheekpiece and checkered grip, while the extended cocking lever ensures smooth bolt operation. Dual power settings allow low power practice or full power hunting use. A built-in pressure gauge keeps track of air levels, and the 11mm optics rail supports compact scope mounting for precision at range. Dragon Claw 2.50 caliber typically retails between $720 and $790, depending on the retailer. As we wrap up, it's clear that 2026 has raised the bar for air rifles, proving they are no longer just secondary tools, they are primary weapons for serious hunters and shooters. From unrivaled big-bore stopping power to refined ergonomics and cutting-edge regulation systems, these rifles are capable, reliable, and built to perform when it counts. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of the curve on the latest air rifles, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a review. Your support helps us bring more in-depth, high-powered content straight to you.